It's raining as I walk into my house. I slip like usual, and I find in my living room, yep, another usual. The smell of cheap beer. My parents standing in a pile of empty cans, and they're screaming. Here it is, the symphony. I don't want to be a part of their melody. He will yell at me. She will defend me just to spite him. He will walk out. She will cry. And I will be left picking up empty beer cans. Alone. Anywhere but home has to be better. I hear thunder crackling outside. They don't notice it. Or me. So I leave. This time, nothing's going to stop me. I look up into the sky and I say, not even you, God. And when I see lightning, I apologize. You ever driven miles down the road and wonder who was driving those last 10 minutes? Yeah, that was me, parked outside my recruitment office. Anywhere but home. I walked inside and I saw a Marine in uniform. My dad was a Marine, but there's order here. He asks, "You need help, son?" On my face is rain, maybe it's tears. Prolific playwright Tennessee Williams once said, "It's like a switch. Turns the hot light off and the cool one on, and there's peace." Iconic character and military veteran Stanley Kowalski could have easily said these words himself. Yet, it's a Pulitzer Prize writer himself who's endured a lifetime of this disease that is rampant worldwide. National Institute of Health reports alcoholism is highest in the military, double that of non-veterans, and even more prevalent in those who suffer from childhood trauma. We need to create more effective healthcare interventions for our veterans, like myself, so those who protect and serve don't have to suffer in silence. Beacons to Bruises by Carlos Estrada. It's a 5-year enlistment. As soon as I'm on the bus for basic training, there's yelling. As the bus screeches to the stop as it comes to the base, they demand we put our heads between our legs. Or else. Or else what? A Marine drill instructor walks on, stalks up and down the aisle. He's prepping a song, and the screams begin. This is order? For 13 weeks, drill instructor's neck veins pop out at 4 a.m. I still got crust in my eyes. My new home is all day hiking. The tall ones are forced to keep up pace with the instructors, and the short ones, like myself, are expected to run the entire time. This is camaraderie. We award each other with chief shots, badges, bruises, yellow, brown, purple, black. The instructors could help us, but at night the shower walls are thick. It's hard to hear knuckle smashing faces. Or is it? Anywhere but home has to be better. Graduation day finally comes. I get my job assignment. Air Traffic Control School. What? Everyone tells me it's the school with the highest suicide rate. Who tells someone that? At Air Traffic Control School, everyone looks like they're about to pull their hair out, and the stress, you can smell it. The information floods the classrooms, beacons, radars, flight plans, approach patterns. To calm our nerves, our instructors talk about drinking. They actually gave me a bottle of whiskey when I first signed my contract. With the constant radio transmission practice, my brain is steaming. My jaw has abs. Graduation day finally comes, and I see the bald patches on the backs of everyone's heads. And I smell the cologne. We're drowning in it. Probably masked the smell of whiskey on my breath. Actually, them too. When they call each of our names up, they also give us our future bases. Japan, California, Hawaii. No, Arizona. When I first walked through the doors of the air traffic control tower, in Arizona. It's chaos. Freshly shaved Marines are led around by dogs by the older ones. And all my training sounds totally basic. Or maybe I just drank too much. Latch 2 and 3, go around, squat 2, 1, 4, 5. Turn left heading 0, 9, or 0, vectors for sequencing. Latch 2 and 3, confirm squat, we're showing you at 7, 700. I just remember just telling myself that Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. Oh man, I need a drink. Every day at work, it's the same fucking thing. Alarms, buzzes, flashing lights, and it's fucking hot. Heat does a number on aircraft. Circuit boards, hoses, engines, everything goes slow motion. A fighter jet comes in with faulty landing gear. I divert every other aircraft. Right 4 degrees, left 20, right 30. The pilot loses his cool, and so do I. I have to lie. When he lands, sparks fly like it's the 4th of July, but the pilot makes it out alive. Veterans tell us there's no more what ifs at the bottom of a bottle. And weekends, we fight too. At a bar, a punk Marine is hazing a new boot. I don't think, I just swing. Teeth fly out of his mouth, and we all wind up at base PD. Alcoholism is the unspoken issue that gets you relieved of your ATC duties. I lose 2 brothers that day. It would be so easy to join them, but I don't have a problem. No drinking on the job, and you show up to duty sober. I never break that rule. Mistakes happen without booze. I'm talking to these guys as they first take off their mission. An hour goes by. The plane doesn't make it back. They had clipped an edge of a canyon. You don't roll. You don't bank. You die. We stayed up all night hoping that we'd find survivors. Just one. After that, I take leave and I start drinking. More bullies, more fights. A guy tries to break a bottle over my head. I duck, he stumbles, he hits the ground, still swinging. So I stop and I fucking snap his arm. I hear it too. Everyone does. I stop and I get down and I hold him. And I tell him, I'm sorry. But my superiors, they don't want to hear that. You're a liability, is what they tell me. Discharge, not honorable. As I'm driving away from base, I can see it in my rearview mirror. And I can see my eyes as well. I tell myself, I'm not an alcoholic. And my breath bounces off the mirror. I can't escape it. It's whiskey.